everyone, welcome back to NombusoM. I hope you are well wherever you may be watching me from, and if you don't mind, drop me a country flag at the comment section down below. You are welcome, and Batubaka, I am not going to waste your time today, okay? So I just came across a video whereby Rutendo Rare, I hope I've pronounced that properly. Rutendo, don't bite me, okay? But nonetheless, I came across this video, right? And I was like, I really want to share this because you guys, this man is what actually is a problem with majority of people who move from their countries to other countries. And when they get to those countries, they talk like they are everything. They talk like they are a country where they come from. They have everything there, but they just come here because, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to waste your time, guys. Just take a look.
I came to South Africa because of the opportunity it offered me in the marketing space. So I did not leave Zimbabwe because of the fact that Zimbabwe was not good.
Number two, a lot of millions that are here.
Number two, there are a lot of people that are in South Africa that have run away from land to come waiters in South Africa. They've run away from mining gold, platinum, diamonds, and resources to come to South Africa because they'd rather prefer to be given a job by somebody else, to use their CV rather than to take over the land, take the resources, and use those resources to become rich the way that it has made the Rhodesians rich.
Why don't they? I mean, if that's what you're saying, they're running away from those wonderful opportunities. Why don't they take up the opportunity? In fact, why don't you take up the opportunity? Why would you come and make your fortune here in South Africa when, as you've described it, you could be making a fortune in Zimbabwe? Why are you here?
Because I'm part of the problem in Zimbabwe. My attitude of thinking that I had to come and take up the opportunity that was offered to me here,
so why don't you go
instead
home?
of mining
May
land.
I ask you that? Why do you
I am going home. But right now, I've also got family in South Africa. I've got South African children, and those South African children don't just allow me to just stand up and leave, but I do have projects that I'm taking part in Zimbabwe because I've learned that those resources are the most important thing.
If you have such faith in your country, in Zimbabwe, I would say, and I would think, you would get up and you would take your family and you would go and fix up the future of Zimbabwe. If you're saying there's land, if you're saying there's minerals, if you're saying there is so much wealth and opportunities for you there, you're living a contradiction.
No, I'm not living a contradiction.
You certainly are by sitting here. You're living a contradiction.
Why?
Because people are suffering in Zimbabwe.
So why are people
languishing
why
here?
are people not going to the Netherlands? Why are Germans not going back to Germany? Is it because their countries are bad? Is it because they're running away from problems in the UK or in the States? Why aren't Europeans going? What are you doing here?
I live here. This is my home. I'm not running away from
it. Why are you living here instead of Europe? Why did your great-grandparents come here instead of Europe?
We're not talking about grandparents. We're talking about me.
No,
we're talking about you.
You've made it sound like a Zimbabwean needs to go back to Zimbabwe to show that Zimbabwe is working. So why are Europeans not going back to Europe? Why are Asians not going back to Asia? Why are they staying in South Africa?
The context of the conversation is that you're saying that Zimbabwe is a beautiful country with great opportunities and people have run away from there to become waiters. The context is you are living here in South Africa when you could be going back and making that country work. That's the context.
You also forgot that I was asked to come here. Somebody thought my skills were important here.
I've been asked to go to other countries, but I believe in this country.
But why don't you believe in Europe?
No, I believe in South Africa.
Why don't you believe in Europe?
I believe in my country.
Why don't you believe in Europe?
This is not about me and you. This is about Zimbabwe. But let's talk here.
Is he saying the 5 million, 6 million Zimbabweans here were also asked to come here, like you was asked to come here? No, they were not asked. They jumped the borders out of desperation. They are here to make a living because their country has nothing to offer for them. Zimbabwe stands now as a destroyed country. All hope is lost in Zimbabwe. It doesn't help that the man who succeeded Mr. Mugabe is not doing any better. You saw when Mr. Mugabe was ousted in the military coup, the thousands and thousands of Zimbabweans who thronged the streets in celebration, who held hope that at least Mr. Mnangagwa was going to do things differently.
Yeah.
It's said that he is following in the footsteps of his former boss, and there hasn't been much change. But Zimbabwe is now a desperate, destroyed country. We cannot defend the indefensible.
A couple of years ago, when I first saw this guy talking, I can't remember, I think it was on TikTok, and I wanted to know, like, who is he and why is he so concerned about the affairs of South Africa? However, he is not South African. Like, I actually liked how Leon put him in his place, and the other gentleman, like on that interview as well. Oh my God, he was just so quick to say, look, now, and I liked when he mentioned the 3 million Zimbabweans that are in South Africa, saying, did they also come here the same way you claim you came here? Which is, you said you were called to come to South Africa because of your skills. What are his skills, by the way? Talking? And where has he been all this time that Mnangagwa is doing what Mnangagwa is doing in Zimbabwe? So until next time, my people, I will see you then.